Hey guys, I'm Izdaisho and I'm here bringing you some magic, and today I'm going to be playing my elixir deck, but instead of making it an elixir deck, I made it a blue-red burn deck. And I really think that it's bad and it's not going to be able to win any games, but I wanted to try it out. So like I have a ton of actual burn spells, plus I do have 2 fire servants. So I decided to just go for it. I haven't playtested it at all. I mean, I still have all these divinations, and I have Archaeomancer. I also have Awaken the Ancient and Shivan Dragon, so I figure that I actually do have a chance to win. Now that I think about it, I did want to take out this Active Treason, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just put in these Swiftfoot Boots. I only have 7 creatures, but I kind of want, I mean, I really have 8 with Awaken the Ancients, but I kind of want like my Fire Servants and my Shivan Dragons to stay around. And I think that Swiftfoot Boots is actually really good when you only have like a few creatures, because if you have a ton of creatures, then you're just going to have to keep moving the boots around. Or I guess that's only to get the best effect out of it. You could just keep it on one. But yeah, anyway, my mana base is not bad. I've got 5 islands, 2 Terramorphics, 10 mountains, but I think I don't know. I guess I have more. Yeah, all right. Let's change that up a little bit. I have more red spells, but I want to be able to cast Awaken the Ancient, and I want to have enough mana for my Shivan Dragon, so that's why I did that way. Anyway, all right. Let us save and quit, and then jump into a match. But I think that this deck is not as good. It's definitely not as good as the Elixir deck. But, you know, I mean, I just decided to go ahead and try it, because if you don't try it, then it'll never work. So I forgot to change the name. Should have changed it to Blue Red Burn. But, I don't know. I mean, the deck's definitely funny. And that's really all I'm looking for here. I'm not looking for a deck that's going to be super powerful or anything. Alright, well, this hand is definitely keepable. I have no removal, but, I mean, any deck that I have... Sorry, I'm just moving my wallet out of the way. Any deck that I have 2 divinations should be pretty good. So he's going to lead off with Mountain Striking Sliver, which means, for me, oh, well, that works too. I was about to say that if I'm able to draw my Flames of the Firebrand, then it's probably going to be really powerful for me. And I'll probably be able to get a 2-for-1, or maybe even a 3-for-1. But yeah, I mean, no matter what he does here, I'm going to hold off on the Earthquake. If he plays like a Regathan Firecat on 3, then I'll kill that. But he doesn't have anything for turn 2. Which is fine with me. Now I can unsummon if I need to. If he plays like a Goblin Warpaint, maybe? I don't know. I think that's really the only aura in red in this game. I'm not 100% sure. And there's a Blur Sliver. So next turn I can just Earthquake for 2 if I want. Or I can just take another 3 damage. I'll probably just Earthquake. If not, then I really should unsummon here so that I don't have to discard next turn, which I don't really want to do. Yeah, alright. Well, I'll just Earthquake. I don't think I want to be using Earthquake with Fire Servant out, because for more than one, it would straight up just kill Fire Servant, so... Doesn't really seem like the optimal play, but, I mean, nice 2-for-1 there. It means, like, it's not as big of a deal if I just use this as a tempo play to slow him down a little bit if he plays like a Firecat here. But, I mean, I suppose I could have waited one more turn. Oh, he's got an Awaken the Ancient. That is pretty awesome for me. Now, Unsummon is just a kill spell. So hopefully I'll draw an island here. No. I'm not ballsy enough to take 7 damage and Divination here and hope that I draw into an island. If it was just if I could Divination into any land, then I probably would have done it, but... Just island is a little bit risky to the point where I'm not willing to do it. Hey, he's got 2 colors. But yeah, I mean, Awaken the Ancient would normally be good, but right here I have an unsummon, so I basically just not only set him back a turn on mana, well, I mean, I sort of set him back a turn on mana. He was willing to use that turn to deal that mana to deal 7 damage to me anyway, so not really such a big deal. But he's going to drop a Predatory Sliver. And right here, alright, so the first one was Mountain. We'll see about the second one, what the second draw would have been for Divination, to see if I actually would have hit my unsummoned mana. But it's just too risky to wager 7 life on the fact that one of the top cards in my library will be one of, what, 5 other cards. I mean, if he attacks here, I'm obviously not blocking, because he's going to have a Giant Growth or a Slaughter Cry, so... otherwise, he has no reason to attack. And I don't really want to lose my Fire Servant, so... Man, I just realized how powerful Fire Servant is with Flames of the Firebrand. Alright, so there is a Terramorphic Expanse, but before we do anything, we're just going to Divination, since we're hopefully drawing into, yeah, something like Shock. I'm actually just going to, yeah, I'm just going to attack first. I don't think that Briar Pack Alpha is in the format. Alright, sweet. Okay, and now I sort of just want to play another Divination, but I also kind of want to leave Shock open. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I want to leave Shock open here. I mean, drawing the extra 2 cards this turn, it doesn't really matter if I draw them this turn or next turn, I guess. Well, I guess that sort of makes sense. It could mean the difference between me killing him this turn and next turn, because this Shock is going to be 4 damage. A Flames of the Firebrand would be 6, so that would be lethal. But I won't have the ability to cast both of them next turn. Alright, so he's just going to play a Firing Phoenix anyway. And a Mountain. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and find an island here. And I have to decide if I want to kill that thing or not. I'll just do that now, so I don't have to pause it again. I don't want to kill it now in case I do draw Flames of the Firebrand. There's an Awaken the Ancient of my own. That's pretty powerful, actually. Especially since I have another mountain in hand, so I can still leave Shock open. I want to use both my islands here. What? Oh, I guess this is using both my islands. Right? This is all 4 mountains. This one is 3 mountains and 1 island. Oh, okay. Right, of course. 3 mountains, 1 island. Because it costs red. God, this is so difficult. Yeah, I want to do the one all the way on the left. Sweet. Okay, we did it correctly. So now I'm just going to actually leave the Buyer's Urban back. Well, that seems so bad. But alas, that is what I'm going to be doing. Like, if he blocks here, he's in pretty bad. Okay, he's not going to block. Okay. I'm going to leave the Shock open. Hopefully he's going to try and go in on Might of the Oaks or something like that. And this turn I can definitely block his Predatory Sliver, because if he does have a trick, then I can just Shock it. Alright, he's just sending in Firing Phoenix. That's a really good play, because now if he does have something like Might of Oaks, then I can kill his Firing Phoenix, and then he still has this thing left to block so he doesn't die next turn. But if I draw any burn spell, then he's dead. Alright, so there we go. He's going to have the pump spell. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he has it. He's played the whole game like he has some sort of pump spell. Just Slaughter Cry. Alright, well, I'm still going to kill it. He can't have Might of Oaks anymore. He could have Giant Growth. That was bad. I don't think I should have killed that. I should have just let the damage resolve. I was afraid of him casting Flames of the Firebrand post-combat. He didn't cast anything. Alright, so now here we're just going to Divination. I can't imagine. I guess I can draw on something that I might want to cast. Actually, I would definitely want to cast it. Alright, there's Flames of the Firebrand. So, I'm just going to kill him with it. I hope he doesn't have a removal spell for this thing. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this... I was paying attention to the mana that it was tapping, and it tapped my Awaken the Ancient mana. Man, they should make that a setting, or something like that. It not never, because never like doesn't really make any sense, but like you might want to use it eventually. But it should use all the other mana before it uses the Awaken the Ancient mana. That was actually pretty scary. But all right, so we got the first game actually. This one is definitely keepable. Ooh, never mind. I mean, Triple Mountain. Never gonna cast that thing. I have Divination, Arcane. We'll go for a new one. Yeah, this one's a lot better. I mean, the other one is basically a mulligan. Anyway, mulligan to 6 because I wasn't casting the Awaken the Ancient anytime soon. So my opponent switched up decks. That's fine. I don't really think that it matters which one I lead with, but I'm gonna lead with a Mountain in case he's scared of me having a Shock or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I could just drop the Scroll Thief on turn 3 if he doesn't present anything for me to kill. And then I can just Divination. So this is working out well. I'm not sure if the first game was more of an anomaly. Oh, that's so bad, because my removal in hand is sorcery speed. I'm not sure if the first game was more of an anomaly. I mean, my opponent was pretty much playing a not a bad deck. A deck that I think mine is good against because it had a lot of low toughness creatures, and I have a lot of removal. Okay, so that's a giant scorpion. I don't really want that to stay around, and I think I'll do pretty well to just kill it here, because I won't have the ability to in the future, and my Scroll Thief doesn't do anything with that on the board. No, I doubt my Scroll Thief is going to do anything this game anyway. Scroll Thief generally doesn't do much, but it's always the threat that he can do something that's worth it, and that's worth playing him. Alright, so he's got his other color, which is blue. That's also another thing. He didn't play a green spell for a few turns. He's probably got a murder in hand. It's too bad that I don't have a second blue source, but I mean, I wasn't really going to save my Scroll Thief anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, so he's just going to murder it. So that tells, I mean, it could tell me one thing, which is that my opponent doesn't have very many, he doesn't have very many creatures that he can cast over the next couple of turns, or not. I mean, whatever works. I think that if you got a Nighthawk, I mean, I guess he wants to attack. I don't know. It sort of makes some sense. Alright, so that's less than ideal, but at the same time I can just clone it and then just drop my clone in front, because I really don't want him to gain too much life. Alright, so that's good. Leave a blue open. I mean, it doesn't make sense to start bluffing the unsummon when you, or bluffing the shock when you actually have unsummon in hand, so. Anyway, I mean, if he tries to kill it, I guess I can unsummon back to hand, because I don't really have any other ways to deal with the Nighthawk in the foreseeable future, so I think that spending my unsummon to tempo myself and counter his murder is worth it. He's only got one card in hand, so a lot for him is riding on this Nighthawk. If it doesn't stick around, then he might be in pretty bad shape. But, I mean, I guess it's going to stick around until he draws a removal spell, unfortunately. I do not want to cast this. Shoot. I wanted to, like, I clicked on it, and then I was trying to not cast it so that I could bluff another unsummon. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter since he's not going to... he's not going to do that anyway. Alright, so I'm actually going to go get... Yeah, I'm going to go get an island. Yeah, I'm going to go get an island. I don't know why he attacked. This trade is not good for him. Well, actually, I don't know, because I don't know what cards are in his hand. So, I mean, now the board's stable. Maybe he has a Fairy Invaders? No, I think he would have played it and then equipped it. There's a Fire Servant. That should be really good for me. So yeah, we're going to play this Fire Servant. It makes sense to... Yeah, it makes sense to play the land out right here, since I have Divination in hand. So if next turn I draw like a 5-drop, and then the Divination reveals 2 islands, then, or like if I draw Shivan Dragon and then I draw 2 lands, then I'll want to be able to do both things, and I'll only be able to do that if I do this. Okay, so I don't know if that made any sense, but alright, so he's just gonna equip up there. That's good for him. Like, otherwise I would just be like, 1U with Flames of Firebrand, so he's gonna be able to charge in, which is not great for me. Either of these cards are really good and make my whole tirade about the drawing things really silly, but I wish I had that card in hand last turn. Could have just unsummoned this and then cast both my spells. But, yeah, I'm just gonna activate. I'm just gonna fire this thing off. And honestly, I'm really not sure if it's better to just play the land out and make, like, unsummon really might do nothing for me, but I'm just gonna keep it in hand in case he tries to kill my Fire Servant pre-combat, or even post-combat, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Flames of the Firebrand just being a lava axe is not terrible. Mark of the Vampire, that's bad. Because I really don't have any ways to interact with this other than casting a Shivan Dragon. And I am running out of time very, very quickly, and he's going to be able to race me fairly easily. Alright, I mean, we need to draw like Volcanic Geyser. Oh, Mind Spring's so good. Let's do this before attacks. I'm not even sure if this is going to help me, but we'll find out. I'm going to leave all those lands in hand. No, I'm going to play one island. But that was a really bad Mind Spring. I drew nothing of use. That's the problem with having 3 unsummons in the deck. I was thinking of splashing white for pacifism again, but I don't know. Man, Swift of Boots is just punching me in the face here. Not gaining any ground, and that Mind Spring like should have been like, hey, you drew 4 burn spells, Izdaisho, and your Shivan Dragon, but instead drew 2 lands, 3 lands and an unsummon and a divination. No, please don't take my divination. I want it. I want it. Thank you. Alright, so he's just going to keep passing the turns. Yeah, let's do it this way. There's my Shivan Dragon, and I can actually cast him this turn. Sweet. Well, yeah, alright. It doesn't matter. See, I could wait 1 turn and cast him with Unsummon open, but the thing is that really doesn't help me at all, because if I then cast it next turn, he kills it, I unsummon it, then he still kills me with that thing. So this is really my only chance at winning. If he has an Essence Scatter, or if he has a Murder or anything, I'm in really bad shape. I think he would have used the Murder on the Fire Servant, but I'm not 100% sure, since it might make sense for him not to, considering that the Fire Servant isn't killing him when he's got this Hypnotic Spectre. So, I don't know. Actually, I might be able to kill him next turn if I draw like Flames of the Firebrand. Well, yeah, still. Is he really moving the boots over? He's going to move him back by the end of the turn, though. He's just doing it to give it haste. That's smart, because he can attack with this, if not this. But it makes me really sad that I don't have the unsummon. Alright. If he doesn't move the boots over, okay. But next turn, I mean, like, I can slow him down from attacking for a while, so that's good for me. This thing doesn't have First Strike, it just has Lifelink Flying and Hexproof. Alright, so he's got 1 card in hand. Might be something. Probably not, because he would have just killed me. Oh no, he couldn't kill me this turn, but he would have just like... What? What is he doing? Is he just valuing that higher at this point? Alright, so let's see what we can do here. So I definitely want to unsummon an Essence Scatter that thing. And put him on a 2-turn clock. So I can do that basically without even attacking. Alright, so could be like a trap if you... No, there's no like +4. You could have Illusionary Armor. Is that... No, it's not in the set. I'm trying to figure out if I want a Divination this turn. I think I do. Yeah, let's play Divination. But I have a lot of the spells that I need to win this game. And there's an Earthquake, so I can definitely draw the game. Alright, so we just need 3 mana. So we can use all of our first of all, get out of my way. We can use all of our... No, we can't use all of our red mana. I want to leave at least 1 blue up, or at least 3 mana up, for like Essence Scatter and Earthquake. Yeah. Alright, so I've got Essence Scatter and Earthquake mana up. Not Earthquake, Essence Scatter and Unsummon mana up. So I can unsummon the Hypnotic Spectre when it comes down. God, I'm not even saying what I want to do. I'm going to Essence Scatter the Hypnotic Spectre when it comes down. He just played a land. Now that I think about it... No, that wouldn't work. Okay. Rise from the Grave. What do I have in here? Clone? Okay. So he can copy my Shivan Dragon? His Nighthawk? I mean, this is going to work out for me because I can just unsummon back to my hand. Shivan Dragon. He's going to boots it up. But, thankfully, we have unsummon. And we have Essence Scatter. And I might actually be able to kill him. All for all. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. So, I can just Archaeomancer my Flames of the Firebrand and kill him. Alright. This was a pretty crazy game. Almost needed that Elixir of Immortality. Down to 9 cards. But yeah, players you, and players you. All right, this was fun. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the red burn build of this deck. It's no elixir deck, but I mean, I don't really take control as I needed to in the other one because I can actually just kill them and I can race them and stuff. And Fire Servants with 1 billion burn spells. Let's actually count how many burn spells I have. I have Earthquake, Volcanic Geyser, Shock, and 3 Flames of the Firebrands. Is that really it? It seemed like so much more. Yeah, I think that's it though. That's only 6. I don't even think Lava Axe is in the format. But yeah, if it's only 6, then it makes this deck seem a lot sillier. I just felt like I had so many burn spells, but I think that's right. It's just Shock, Earthquake, Volcanic Geyser, so that's 3, and then these 3 Flames of the Firebrand, so that's 6. But, I mean, when you think about it, I have Archaeomancer, which can get them back. I have 3 Divinations, which will help me get there. Mind Spring, again, help me get there. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway, and have a wonderful day. Bye.